Shakespeare play. For example, at Navy Pier, they have a Shakespeare play, and the Goodman Theater has a Shakespeare play. My friend has a child at a top high school, and that's the kind of thing that they do, and so that's the kind of thing that we should do, so that we can move more towards being a better or a top high school. Also, my one friend lives in District 214, and we were talking about career days, and she said that in freshman and sophomore year, they hit those kids so hard with career nights and bringing in people and taking the children places, and they have meetings for the parents about college. This is freshmen and sophomores. And they want them to get inspired. They want them to kind of get an idea of what direction they want to go in, to know what classes they need to take junior and senior year. It just sounded like a fantastic program. Here at Reavis, for the freshman and sophomore, I think they brought in a Jamaican guy to say how to have fun the Jamaican way. So that's right there, the difference between a top high school and what we have here at Reavis. If we have the same programs that they have at these top high schools, we could be a top high school too. Another great thing they have is an internship program. My friend's son went online, he clicked on internships. They have 6 areas. I think he chose engineering, architecture, and business. He filled out an application, and he can have an internship in the summer. His friend had an internship once a week this whole year. It's the responsibility of the Board of Education to make sure that our children have programs to help our children be successful.
Linda Cusack?
I'm here to discuss a phone call I received on February 20th at 9:22 in the morning. It was my son's dean that called me. He told me that son entered the school prior to his Saturday school day, then left and then talked to some of the other students and then came back into the building. And according to him, that is against policy that we have a closed campus. Well, the only thing I could find in the student handbook, which is on page 21, section G, number 10 of the school handbook, the school is closed campus during lunch period. There was nothing else I could find. My son was expelled for 5 days. That greatly influenced his grades. And I would like to see if there could be something done about that. And if that's the only thing it says about getting closed campus and you say something else, it needs to be changed. Also, while I was talking to my son's dean, without any notice whatsoever, another voice came on the phone. It was the SRO officer, and he was giving me some information involving my son. But during that conversation, he told me, and I was in Hawaii, far, far away from home, that he could care less if my son lives or dies.
Whoa.
He told my son, before he called me, that he doesn't care if he lives or dies, just don't do it in my building. This should never be said to a parent, especially from somebody of authority. I was hurt, disgusted, mad, didn't know what I could do. I was so far away from home. Luckily enough, I had a great mother that came to get my child. I would like to know sometime if something could be done about this, and what, and if you would like the names. I think you know the names already.
I talked to your husband, so we can talk again outside this meeting. Thank you for that.
Could you tell me when I'll be contacted about something? I mean, I think that person should be removed from the program.
Sure.
Reassigned.
We will contact you tomorrow.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Next, Lena Zayed.
Well, I'm here to address the board, not Dr. Riordan. I'm addressing the people that we voted in place here.
on here is regarding another situation with my daughter, a second daughter, okay? There was an incident in school where my daughter was bullied to death, okay? And pretty much almost hit by a teacher. Now, that is unacceptable and should not be tolerated. Enough is enough. The school has picked on me enough, now you're picking on my children. Now, my daughter was so traumatized that she ended up in therapy, and I'm saying it, and I don't care, you know, I'm bringing the privacy out right here, and I'm on medication because of it. With a doctor's note presenting to this school for her to be removed from class, Dr. Riordan refused. I just want her to switch classes. I'm not after the teacher. I don't want the teacher reprimanded and losing his job. I don't do what you guys do. I don't want anybody losing their job over something, even as horrible as this, not something that was created about me, that you've done. However, the only thing that I've asked for is my daughter moved to a different class. I don't want reprimand to the teacher. We'll deal with that later. Right now, we just want her safe. Her safety is at issue. If she freaks out when she sees him, if there's a hostile environment there, then there is an issue there. Okay? But I don't get it. Now, when I first talked to Dr. Dave, we discussed her being removed from class, Dr. Dave agreed twice, and then it was changed, because this administrative team cannot fart without asking Dr. Riordan how many puffs they could have.
15 seconds.
You know, it is really upsetting that we put you in place to take care of our children, and he does whatever he wants, regardless of what child it is. And enough is enough. You guys need to help protect our children, not what he wants. His agenda, hidden agenda.
Thank you,
Rolla Hoffman. I have one question to this board. I brought an issue to your attention about a board member who violated ethics, the school board ethics that has not been addressed. Will you as a board, not Dr. Riordan, ever address us as your community? Will you ever respond to us as your community? We ask you to respond to us. Mr. Arnold, you are the president of this board, of this group. Can you please answer our questions? We're not asking Dr. Riordan to, because we didn't vote him into his spot. We are asking you as the board to address and answer our concerns. Thank you.
Excuse me, you people leave. Most of your questions are answered during the meeting after you're gone.
No, they're
No.
not answered. I'm sorry.
I FOIA'd every single meeting. It never was answered.
We have the audio of your meetings. We have
We never left. We left once.
Reflect them in the minutes, Mr.
Why are, yeah.
Ms. Hoffman has the floor.
Why, this is where the questions to you are not answered, because we have the audio minutes that tell us, or the audio, actually recordings of these meetings. We FOIA them. We also videotape these meetings. And no answer. The only person that talks is Dr. Riordan.
He's answered.
But he didn't. He
No,
didn't
he
answer
didn't.
my questions.
He refused last time.
He's not answering
refused
my
to answer.
questions, and I'm not addressing my questions to him. I'm addressing my questions to you, the board. I'm your constituent. I vote. I pay taxes. I expect you to respect that and
30
answer
seconds,
my
Ms.
questions.
Hoffman, 30 seconds.
That's all I'm asking for. Transparency is not just talk. We have to walk the talk. Tell us. Share. The board share. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Dave Casper?
Ms. Altman is correct. We pay taxes here. I don't know who lives in Burbank except the board members. And we're getting shortchanged by our board members. We've already showed that they have multiple conflicts of interest. I've showed that there's hundreds of thousands of dollars missing. There's $116,000 missing from a project that Mr. Smith did. I asked Mr. Negretti, who's in charge of the money, he doesn't know where it's at. Has no idea. There's 116 checks missing. No one can tell you where they're at. $117,000, 116 checks missing. I would suggest to Mr. Negretti that when this all goes down, everyone is going to blame you, Mr. Negretti. You're supposed to be the keeper, the gatekeeper of the money. It's not going to be Mr. Smith. It's going to come down to you, Mr. Negretti. When they come in and do forensic testing, you can't hide all this stuff. They're going to find out where all this money went. Now, I FOIA this stuff. They won't even give it to me through FOIA. Now we see tonight that they're trying to buy a property in Bedford Park. Can you address us to why you're buying the property in Bedford Park? Why does Reavis want to buy a piece of property on 65th over by Central? Mr. Riordan?
You have a minute 48.
See, this is what we get. Mr. Arnold, would you like to address it? Because we did vote. People voted for you. Right. A lot of people, because you're the only one on the ballot this time. But anyways, would you like to address us as citizens in this community that pay taxes of why you're buying a property over at Bedford Park?
Minute 30, Mr. Chairman.
We have a lawyer here.
You have your lawyer. We're taxpayers. It's $8 million. I'll tell you why. An UNO school wants to put a school there, and they don't want it there. So they're going to buy a piece of property to stop a school coming into Burbank. I don't understand that. I just don't understand it.
Investment, you can't invest
now,
in school.
what
You
was it?
can't buy and sell. No, you
No,
can't
it's
buy
Bedford
and
Park.
sell in school. You can't profit
It's
from
Bedford Park,
school.
but wouldn't the SAS students go there? No SAS students would go there. So why are we buying the property?
We have not yet decided to buy.
Okay, well, I just wanted to know Mr. Riordan's
Where are we getting the money from?
reasoning or thought process of why we're going to spend $8 million of our tax money to buy a piece of property. I just don't get it. And what I don't get is that we're not getting answers to our questions. We ask time and time again. We've been coming here for months. We haven't gotten one answer to our questions. I pay taxes here. You pay taxes here.
Mr. Casper.
Mr. Riordan doesn't pay taxes here. I don't know why he runs the board meeting when we vote for our board to run a meeting. Never seen it before. Just fishy to me.
Thank you.
Marcia
Investment.
Casper?
The only question I have is pretty much been asked, but I'm specifically asking the board, will the questions that I previously had in the previous board meeting be answered in any sort of minutes? Or you said that they were answered when we left. Are they in the minutes? Can we get the answers, or did we have to sit here and listen to the whole board meeting? I'm giving you more than enough time to answer it right now.
They're not answering.
Dr. Riordan keeps telling everyone to be quiet when you guys are trying to answer the community.
Oh,
I'm watching you. We have it on video, I'm sure. I'm watching you. You were telling Mr. Higgins, you're like this. You're just dying in your chair because they're trying to answer concerns.
Please speak it through.
Then go ahead. If you want to speak, if you don't want to, we should change the board.
Yes. No, he
This
does.
man has answered your question.
Where?
When? Where are they? Why aren't they answered to us specifically when we ask you that question?
Where are the minutes?
Where are they? I have the minutes. I have all the audio minutes. No, I have all the audio minutes. Not one single answer has been answered. Not one single question has been answered, Dr. Riordan. We are sick of your lies. Enough of your lies. Enough of your lies and enough of your lies.
1 minute and 35 seconds.
Okay. Where are the answers to my questions? If you answered them last time, I'd like them to be answered this time too. I'll stay for the whole board meeting. I'd like the answers. You guys can look on the minutes. You can look on audio, whatever you need to do, and answer the questions that we asked last time.
We have them, Marcia. We have them.
There's no answer.
There's no answer. I have all the minutes. There's no
What's
answer.
wrong, Mr.
So
Arnold?
your audio is proving that you're lying right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
All of us here.
They're not answered.
They're not
They're
answered.
not on the audio minutes.
They're not. We have the audio minutes,
You have 1 minute.
Mr. Arnold.
Sometimes you gotta be woken up, but they weren't answered.
I would just like to know how it feels to be on the board and have Dr. Riordan shut you guys up when you try to talk.
Yes.
I don't.
Puppets.
understand.
Puppets.
And
Puppets.
like I said, he runs the whole board meeting. I've never been to a board meeting where the president doesn't run it. So that's another question. Why is that? Is that normal? Is it because you guys have to listen to the minutes? I don't.
The information from the same.
You have. I'm sorry.
We get our information from him. We're not here.
Okay, but you have to make your own decisions. We don't hear any of them.
20 seconds.
Can you make a decision to answer my questions right now? Can you make that decision?
Oh, what, how much time? That's not her time, it's your time.
You can answer all of our questions that we just asked. No, obviously.
Obviously, we get our meetings done in the normal hours of the night.
You don't have to get them done in normal hours. Answer our questions, our concerns. We're there for.
Well, you could even correspond via writing, phone call, email. You could correspond back to us answering our questions via other vehicles, not just during that meeting.
Ms. Bannon? No, that's it. Okay.
You want to write your questions down and give them to the board?
They were written
We're down. We're written down. You did not, yes, go back and they were written down.
We've given them to the secretary.
You've been asleep, Mr. Arnold. Thank you for waking up. They've been written down.
They've had to nudge you several times to wake up, Mr. Arnold.
Yes.
Okay.
They've had to tell you to hit the gavel, too.
Okay, we have,
How can you guys just
4
sit down?
items to discuss in community use facilities. First item for the board to consider is the request for the U.S. Football Premier Incorporated Burbank FC to use the soccer fields and host a Chicago Fire tournament for the purpose of becoming a theater club for Reavis High School from April 1st, 2013 to July 31st, 2013, from 5 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. when not being used by Reavis athletic teams. So, all right, Mr. Arnold, need a second? All right, Ms. Stokes. Are there any questions? As I previously communicated with you, that all these organizations, but this has used our facilities in the past, and it's been good vendors. Mr. Smith, right? You have
Right.
insurance?
Third year with this organization. It's been fantastic working with us, the community. So,
Are there any other questions? All right, seeing none, let's do a roll call.
Mr. McKinley?
Yes.
Mr. Ayala?
Yes.
Mrs. Cook? Yes. Mr. Corbett? Yes. Mr. Wiggins? Yes. Mr. Arnold? Yes. Mr. Seeger?
All right, item B, we're asking the board to consider the request for the Burbank Swim Association to use the swimming pool, locker room, storage room, timing council, and hallway for the purpose of swim team practices and meets from April 8, 2013 to July 26, 2013, Mondays through Thursdays, and Fridays or Saturdays with pre-approval from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Please note that Fridays and Saturdays will not be available in June. So, need a motion? McKinley, need a second? Okay, second. Any questions?
Wasting my.
No, yeah, it'll be on the other end. Yeah. And during the day, we'll use it. Any other questions? All right, seeing none, unless there's any objection, previous roll will call. All right, item C, asking the board to consider the request by School District 111, Liberty Junior High, to use the track and field and equipment for the purpose of conditioning students for track meets. Dates requested are April 11th, 16th, 17th, 23rd, 30th, May